All right, good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. How are you doing tonight? All right, it's Sunday. School starts in about a couple of weeks for some people. Some start in August, some start at the end of the month. All right, well, let's see. What have you accomplished between the first quarter, second quarter, coming up to the third quarter soon? What kind of corporate credit do you have? How much do you have? And also another thing besides how much do you have, how many dreams have passed you by because you don't have? Those are the things you want to begin to look at and ask yourself those questions. Hey, look at this way. You know, a lot of people talk about certain people having certain kind of money, but they don't tell them what it takes. Building your business credit takes something. Even when you go ahead and do other areas, like you add stuff to your business credit, you buy you buy trade lines, whatever it might do to go ahead and show that you're have payment and stuff. But still, you've got to go ahead and create and also have your company straight in a position where it can do certain things, and know that even when you get that, you still have to build some things. Here's one thing I want to let you know. No matter what you do in building your business credit, it is simple, but also at the same time, it takes some accountability on your end to realize even if you have the certain amount of money reported on your business credit, you still have to go ahead and have certain things and items on there to take place so it can happen. It's like anything else. The first 90 days takes this, the second 90 days takes that. When you get credit lines put on and whatever it is you get done to your business, it's still going to take you time. Still takes about a good 60 to 90 days because there's things that you need to look at. Most people don't realize your business experience is another thing they look at. But one thing also, if you don't have the credit's used all up, you know, it's going to ding your score. So you've got to learn how to daisy chain your credit. That doesn't mean you can't get credit. Excuse me. It doesn't mean you can't daisy chain, but the thing is you have to learn how to daisy chain your credit so you don't get your credit all mixed up. So what I just want to share with you tonight regarding this is that you're going to have to be a tiger about it in what you're learning and what you're doing. Why? Because the thing is that if you're not going to be that tiger, you're going to get all beat up and get mad at people. And why do you want to do that for? That's crazy. You don't need to have all that. You don't need to do that. All I want to let you know is that each and every one, you have the accountability to go ahead and do that. And the facts and myths. Let me tell you the facts about business credit. Business and corporate credit is one of the easiest things to go ahead and do, yet you want to go ahead and begin to understand it takes something. Each step always takes something. It does take courage to step out and do stuff. A lot of you don't move because you get stuck on, if I learn one more class, if I go one more place. No, they're all the same. Every corporate credit place out there's all the same, even we are. Meaning that we have all the same basic knowledge to even get your favorite pet credit. Yes, you heard me. Get a tax ID and all this other stuff. The thing is, you want to begin to understand what is it that stops you. And that's one thing is always you're going to use the old-fashioned style of money. When I promise you, someone said, look, if you give me $10,000, I'll put right in your hand right now 100. You would find every way to get it because they're going to put the 100,000 in your hand. You give them 10, and they say, well, next week you want another 100, give me 10,000 again. You'd find every way to get it. But see, here's the first thing. You must decide how you're really going to do it and what you're going to do, and realize the investment you're making in on yourself is you, then the business. See, I know a lot of you are saying, oh, you know, whatever they charge out there for the beginning, oh, when am I going to begin? When am I going to do this? Let me tell you, it's really one of the things you want to begin to look at is that what's the difference between any one of them, call 10 of them. Tell me you want to sign up for the basic course. Okay, that means you have to probably do an LLC or a C Corp or whatever they tell you. Then you need to get a what? Business checking account, your tax ID, your Dun and Brad, your business experience account set up, and everything's phone set up, business checking account set up, all that stuff. And they're not that hard to do. And then on top of that, what you need to do is, guess what? Now you got to start investing money in the business. You've got to go to those top 5 vendors. Everyone calls, we have the top 5 vendors. Man, of top 7 vendors or the top 8 vendors. Now they have 60-day, 90-day vendors. All right, fine. We all have them. But I have something to ask you. What do they have after that? Some people get trade lines, it's not a problem, but then also the business is not set up for it yet. I don't care what kind of trade lines you have, but with Staples, Office Depot, Home Depot, you're not going to go anywhere unless you have 2 million and above of annual sales, at least reporting on your business experience. Yet alone, you're Dun and Brad. What about your SPFE? Most people don't know how to use that particular entity. SPFE, everybody pulls from them. And who does SPFE pull from? LexisNexis. Have any of you done LexisNexis like I asked you? Go to LexisNexis and pull up your own information on you. They'll send it to you. And you will be horrified of what you find on there. Literally horrified. But no, but none of you have done it. Or do LexisNexis on your business. Then you'll find out why you're unable to go ahead and get why you're unable to get the information that you need for your business. See, those are the facts, really, what's going on. Plus, another thing is this. I don't know if you received the link. It was a link for TikTok. My tech guy sent me the link and asked me, hey, have you heard of this? And when he sent it to me, I was like, wow. Is he really asking me that question? Is he really asking me that question? Because it had to do with the banking system. It had to do with what's going on with the banks and what they're doing and what some banks are doing now. And one of the banks that was listed in there is Wells Fargo wants to follow the trend of this other bank. And the bank, remember I told you, and I gave you the information telling you, next year there's going to be a big change. And a lot of you are probably, in fact, I got a lot of poo-poo against what I said, because I said that they are going to reset the dollar and you're not going to like it when it happens. And they're not going to tell you when it's going to be done. It's just going to be done, and then you're going to have to deal with it. That's right. You'll have to deal with it. As is. Oh, well, sorry. You didn't read the notices. You didn't read this. You didn't read that. Then you say, what notices? And all of a sudden you see all these notices all over the place. There's a gentleman that came on and told you and explained it and said some other things, what I was talking about. And now it's real because there's a couple of banks now that are shutting some things down, but it's done internally and without any notice to some of the people. You got to remember, we all know that banks are how do you put it? Shysters. But a bank will never make a move unless it's going to be good for them. Never. And it's just starting. If you really don't know and don't understand, I'd go back 4 months ago and start when I first started telling you folks about it. It will affect your personal money. It will affect your business money. It won't affect your credit unless you're with a bank. The banks are going to start, banks are starting, the big banks, not the little ones, not credit unions, but the bigger banks like JP Morgan. They're thinking about getting on the bandwagon. When they think about getting on the bandwagon, they've been around a while. And also another thing, if you look at Bank of America started in Italy. Bank of Italy at one time, and now it's Bank of America. My question to you folks, if you decide to do your corporation after they make the shift, it's going to be too late monetarily for you. I'm not saying you can't do it, but it's going to be done in a different way. There's a whole new change coming, folks, in the midst of the dollar. Whole new change. And I'm not saying lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. I'm just laying the facts out to you. Go research now. You can begin to find it. I don't have it here with me. My tech guy had something to do tonight, and we're going to throw the link up. But I believe he gave the link to when they sent out the notification of the meeting. So what I want to say is that one of the best things that you can understand is this. What we want you to know is at Corporate Credit Blueprints, we are way ahead of the curve. And some of it sounds kind of like ghosty. Oh my God, come on, can't be true. And then you're gonna be running. Then you're gonna be running out and try to get it done. I'm gonna tell you, if you're getting into the last quarter of the year here soon, where are you gonna be at? How many dreams have you given up? Now, those of you that have businesses out there that I got my corporate credit, I don't really need to listen to this nonsense, which is perfectly fine with me. But now I have a question to ask you. A lot of you haven't even realized this. This is stuff that we do that we haven't even mentioned, but I'm going to mention it tonight. This is going to be on YouTube and Facebook. Have any of you realized how you can use your business to make money by helping build another business? JV. We have a lot of people that JV with us because we actually take their business and structure the business where they can go ahead and then say, for instance, someone wants to start their business and they never started yet. But what we do, we start their business from their business because we know how to go ahead and move the credit around. So guess what? When they JV with us, their credit's never touched on their business, even though they get another business started. Then we're able to move and daisy chain the credit around so it gets to the other company, and now the other company has it. And then since we have control over the cards, then we make sure out of the cards, there's a little fee up front. But after we do this, then we take the cards they get on every card. I don't care if it's a Staples card or a Shell card. Every card we charge a fee for the dollar amount we get. And I'm JVing with quite a few companies. They call me, I didn't know you can go ahead and do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Those of you out there that's just sitting, like, what am I going to do with my business, real estate or whatever? Nothing wrong with real estate. But why not go ahead and charge another person in a JV? They JV with us. We'll go ahead and we'll talk to our JV. Our JV comes to us and say, hey, you want to do this? See, a lot don't even know how to do it. And this is what and the reason I'm just saying something now is because I'm cleaning up a lot of the JV stuff because, again, what's coming up next year. That's why I say, hey, you really want to do something, move JV with us. See, joint venture is an awesome thing if you really, in other words, it's not, how do you put it? It's who you know, not how. It's who you know and not how. A lot of you are trying to figure out how, and you don't have anybody who you know. See, a corporate credit blueprint, there's many ways we can do it. That's who you know. Yeah, there's other guy out there out in New York. He doesn't even put his phone number down in his listing. You can't even call his office. Why not? I mean, you can call my office all day long. You even call me direct. I even gave you guys my direct hotline number. You can call, even 888-471-4252, extension 2001. I mean, there's so many things you can call. I mean, you can call the office. You can email us at info@corporatecreditblueprints.com, info@corporatecreditblueprints.com. I mean, hello. So what's the challenge? What's the deal? I mean, I'm just kind of bewildered why the guy would never put his phone number down when he advertises all this great stuff he can do. Makes you wonder. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And I'm just saying, also, the hotline. You can reach me. You can reach me at this number 24/7, 365. Why? Because I'm around. And my team's around. But I guarantee you, I could go up against any one of them, and they couldn't tell you how to daisy chain, mirror, or go ahead and create a corporation from a corporation inside of how to move the credit around so the credit's not, so the corporation that provides you credit doesn't have to go ahead and be dinged, which means if they co-sign for the business, it doesn't stay on there. My number is 915-779-9186. Again, 915-779-9186. That's the hotline. The other hotline is 888-471-4252, extension 2001. If you're shy, you can go ahead and do info@corporatecreditblueprints.com. Let me tell you, people on YouTube, what are you doing? Why are you sleeping? You take some guy that says he gets you $350,000 with no collateral, no credit check on your personal side, which is fine. Maybe some soft pulls, that's okay. All right. But where's his phone number? But he wants you to send him an email only. Well, if he was really that good or that big, why wouldn't he at least have a VA person, virtual assistant? Why wouldn't he have a virtual assistant at least answer the phone and say, hey, I want to talk to Joe Hofendorfer of this company that does all this, that, and the other thing. Folks, I'm telling you, man, it's just funny what they don't do. And I'm not saying when he doesn't do it, but I'm saying if you're doing all those things, why wouldn't you want people to call you? Maybe someone wants to JV with them. Maybe someone wants to be an affiliate with them. Bring them more business. Here, I'll bring you some clients, this and that. Tell me what I got to do to clean them up. Blah, 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 whatever. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody's missing the boat in this whole thing. And this is what's going to be starting. You're going to start seeing it now because I mentioned it. If you want to start JVing with who you know, not how. See, everyone wants to go ahead and partner with how. How? But if you have no money, nothing to offer, what is there? It's who you know. It's who you know. So you really, really might want to remember that. Why? Because it's important to you. Not only is it important to you, it's also important to the fact that what you have and what you want, where you want to go, is also important. So like I said, a lot of you do have a lot to offer out there, but a lot of you no one's ever told you. It's like there's this big secret about, hey, go here. Oh, give me a break. There's no secret in building corporate credit business. Like here. It's like having this here. What is it that you're looking at and what do you see? Well, what you're seeing also is another thing that we do. A lot of people don't even know that we do that. Why? Because we really don't talk about it too much. But here, another thing. We have all the money you need also to get away. A lot of you guys are doing real estate looking for money and saying there's no money out there. You're crazy. There's tons of money. I have a lot of people call me with deals and say, look, I want to JV with you because you have the money and I don't. Okay, great. What you got? Send me the situation. I'll look at it. See, why waste time with the banks? Use our private money. We got private money, folks. I have a huge list of people that have the right. It's just, it's awesome. It's awesome. The company that I work for, I also coach the subsidiary corporation, Crown and Associates. It's owned by another entity, but I coach it. But I'm just telling you, there's all kinds of money that we have. Your ARV, after repair value, some of us will go up to sometimes up to 100% depending. And we don't care if your score is 480. We're not concerned about your credit score. We care only about the property and if it's a fundable deal and if it's going to make sense even after the repair value. Is it really going to be that? And then, of course, there's many ways we look at it. And we'll even go ahead and fund the repair that you need to do inside the loan if it warrants it. Sometimes you might not even have to go to the table with any money, just depending. Look, I'm just giving you ideas, folks. Not that you have to do anything. I'm just giving you ideas about what really is out there when you begin to really look. A lot of you, again, you're always looking for the how instead of looking for who. It's who you know, not how you know. I guarantee you there's a lot of, I just got to do one more. Let me listen to one more YouTube for corporate credit to build it. And I'm going to go join someone. I just need to listen one more time. I just need to get another free book. I need to go ahead and talk on the phone with somebody. I mean, I get it why some of these guys don't have their phones out there because they're not looking for tire kickers. A lot of you are tire kickers because you're looking for a freebie and you're going to get exactly that. You're going to get something that you're going to get a broken egg, put that way. So what you want to begin to understand, those who are on the edge, this is the last quarter of the year. Next year, you're going to see some things that change. You're going to go, God, wow, man, what happened? Well, what happened was, whenever someone tells me what happened was, I know exactly what's coming out of their mouth, not the truth, not the tooth. So I just want to say, remember, connecting the dots and realizing a corporation is a legal person. I always push for a corporation. If you don't have a lot right now, I always push for, guess what I push for? I push for the unincorporated. That unincorporated gets a tax ID number. You use that temporarily you get your feet on the ground. And after 6 months, you change it to a corporation. And then after a corporation, you get an LLC. I know a lot of you want an LLC. And next week I found that I actually did find the the attorney that actually made the statement about the LLC. The LLC by no way, no means will protect you against really anything. It might protect you against I don't know, maybe the weather. I have no idea, but it really doesn't, because you have no permission slip in there to even to go ahead and tell you that you're following the corporate structure by following the rules. And you see it again. If you want to know how you set up your corporation, go study how the United States has it set up. That's exactly how you're going to set yours up, because that's where they got it from. So all I want to say to you folks is that no, we're looking forward to working with you. I'm going to say this: you're getting into the last quarter. The last quarter is around the corner, because when October 1st hits, that's it. Where are you going to be at? At the same place you were last year? Here's another thing. At least if you incorporate now, or go ahead and do all the business now and get your tax ID and your business open up now, at least you'll be showing that you've been in business for 1 year when January 1st hits. Even if you go ahead and wait till December, I'm gonna do it now, you'll be considered being in business for 1 year, January 1st. Most people don't even know that. Here's the same conversation I had last year, waiting for people to join, and not a thing. I had some gentleman call me in January, because I still send out flyers and things, articles to them, and books. And now he says, well, I'm ready now. Okay, cool. But he was ready for the package that I had then. I don't have that package anymore. I upgrade at least every 3 months, every 90 days. I'm upgrading. I told a lot of you I was going to upgrade, and I'm upgrade because of the fact is that if you're going to tire kick, then you're going to pay the cost for tire kicking. And I know somebody will take you, but it's like this. Even the ones that pay, let's say, even ones that invest a lot of money in their business to make it grow, they do the same thing as someone that pays a real inexpensive price. They get lazy. Oh, I thought it was supposed to happen in 2 hours. Who told you 2 hours? Who told you this was microwavable? If you don't have 90 days in you, and then another 90 days in you, then another 90 days in you, because this whole cycle is 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. 90 days. Go get a job, stay there, sit down, and keep quiet. That's how simple it is. Or get up, be like that lion, and say, okay, great. What do I do next? All right, boom. I'm done, completed. All right, show me the paperwork you're done and completed. All right, you are. Great. Here's step number 2. Go do this. Here's step number 3. Go do this. But every step along the way, you're showing me you've done it. Why? Because this way, that's what the business world is going to do to you anyways. So the reason why I have done that and passed to people to get all pissy and upset, why I got to show you this? Why I got to show you that? Oh, give me a break, because guess what? The people you're getting loans from, they're going to be lending you money, are going to ask you for the same thing. I'm just training you to get used to, okay, great, I'll get it for you. Or I don't have it right with me, but I'll get it over to you. That's it. That's why got to learn how to connect the dots, folks. It's not that hard. It really isn't. All I want to say is thank you again. Be safe out there, folks. You have a great evening, a great week, and we're looking forward to speaking to you. For those of you that are really serious about making a move in life and growing, call us at 888-471-4252, extension 2001. And for those of you that want to JV now and learn what the JV program is, if you have a business and is doing well and you already have business credit with at least 20 reporting on your credit, on your Dun & Brad, and your business experience at least 80 plus, and you have at least $200,000 reporting or more, that's fine. And credit, you got to have some credit lines on there as well. Besides those simple, we're not talking about staple cards or whatever. You've got to have some major gas cards, also some major credit cards on there without personal guarantees. The JVs, I tell you, we have a lot of people that are willing to pay. And the thing is, you'll make some good money because of how you teach it. Well, we don't actually teach it. We set it up for you. We're in the middle. We're making sure that you're not taking advantage of them and they're not taking advantage of you. And of course, we want to get paid, so we want to make sure everything goes crisp and clear. But if you want a full definition what that means about JV and stuff like that, give us a call. Give us a call. 888-471-4252. 888-471-4252, extension 2001. So you press number 2 on the button. Press 2001. All right. Okay, folks, you have a great week. Have an awesome time. And remember this, you make a difference. And you know what? Look at your dreams that you let get by so far this year because the excuse you've had. Get started. Join. Get started. Join. Get started. Join. All right. We'll see you later. God bless you all, and go out and make a difference in someone's life starting tonight for the rest of the week. Touch one person a day.